stream is started. Resize this a little bit. That should be good. Looks good. Does it sound good? Sound good? It does indeed. So, hello, people of the internet. It is I, Silverack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we for sure will be finishing off this summer event. Good lord, it is a long one. Only real things with regards to news is that we get an exclusive banner for Summer 3, this one involving Jarcher, Dante's, Fujino, and Summer Kiyohime. A very unique banner. Very unique indeed. I'm not going to read through all that, though. And then there is just the letting us know what's going to be available with August, which is going to be Giant's Rings, Shell of Remembrance, or the Scale of Fantasy, which I'm pretty sure I've been told is a Lost Belt 6 material, so unique material available there. We'll go ahead and claim more Bells of Absolution, more logins, stuffs, and that's all. And then we'll just claim these Leyline Stones, which I will not be able to make use of at all, because I'm already beyond them. And then just finish more of these tutorial missions. How many are left? Treasure Vault, Training Grounds. Okay, I'm not that much remaining for those missions. That's actually reassuring to know. Just checking real quick. I've cleared this out for the month. Yes. Okay. So, with that out of the way, nothing really left to do except for to go to the story. By which case, I mean, first, let's go to the shop. So, we'll go ahead and get these Claws O Chaos. And then we have enough to get these Evil Bones. And we can grab some pieces. We're very close to clearing out the shop. Very, very close indeed. And then mission rewards wise, we have completed. Still got a fair bit left, but 3 free quests in Hotel gives us file number 7, as well as 5 Eternal Gears. And 3 Spriggans will get us Section 11, What Awaits Beyond Death and Terror. Hey, Infinity, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. Now, before we actually go there, there's something I need to get done that has been queued up for a few months now. Let's finish leveling up Aris to being 666. And then we can finally start leveling up other servants. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. You're suffering from success. A very interesting thing to be suffering from, Infinity. How are you suffering from success? I might level up somebody later. But right now I want to get with the story because I've got 3 days left to finish the freaking event. And there's still so much to do. There's still the whole epilogue. And I'm not going to even bother going off. I'm just going to keep going. So, this is the last of the main story sections, I believe. Oh wait, first it wants us, according to the guide, I need to do file 7. So that is... Is that also here? Where's file 7? I know I unlocked it. There it is, Smiling Hotel. File 7, Thoughts on Outsider Mages. Yes, I can open image links. Not on stream, mind you. I won't open up any image links that the stream can see, but I can open them up separately and take a look at them, yes. File 7, Thoughts on Outsider Mages. I doubt I'll live much longer. I was a fool for allowing myself to be lured here by a fat paycheck and incredible benefits. I mean, you know, fat paycheck and benefits is pretty nice. Hot damn. Very nicely done, man. Very nicely done. How many rolls did that take you? Was that like a first... Yeah, that was actually your first time getting... Was that like the first 11... That was your first 11 spin. Damn. I am jelly. I'm incredibly jelly of you. And I was a fool to think no Eastern Mage wannabe could ever get the better of me. Before I knew it, this mountain had me in its grasp. I can barely remember my own name now, let alone my incantations. They say our goal here is to achieve immortality. That's why they've been luring mages here, to use them as test subjects. I got her like NP3, I want to say. They're not choosy about their methods either. They're trying magecrafts and science curses, whatever might get the job done. How could some Far East yokels have made so much progress in 2,000 years? With no one ever finding out about them. Oh right, I completely forgot the clock tower and most mages look down on... Why? You know, I'm not sure if I've ever gotten that bit of the Fate lore, but why are the Eastern mages looked down upon by Western? Something doesn't add up. These people may use magecraft, but they aren't mages. They may use science, but they aren't human. They're insects. A writhing mass of insects focused exclusively on a singular goal of achieving immortality. I'll be dead soon. Now that I've spilled the secrets of my clan's magecraft, I doubt they'll have any further use for me. To think that our proud family would fall for the tricks of mere peasants. How humiliating. Think you're done rolling Summer 5 now? You got Abby, Ilya, and Murasaki. Nice. I got me my Abby, Bryn, and Tomoe. I kind of do want Ilya as well, but I really don't have the free resources to be rolling on her banner, so yeah. I mean, maybe I could throw some tickets if she's on raid up, but I'm not sure just yet. I only hope these scribblings will find their way to other mages as a warning, before it's too late. Before it's too late indeed. Well, we're gonna put a stop to whatever is going on this here mountain. Let's get started here. And this will immediately change it to nighttime, and we'll form our party before the battle begins. It does look like these are going to be some 3-star currency nodes, so will be, or the 5-star currency nodes, so we'll go ahead and use that. Abby is 10 to 10 on a random ascension. Yeah, Abby's not gotten any ascending done for me. She is currently, she's not too far down on the level up order. Yeah, she is number 11, or technically, she's number 10 on the Ascension order. So yeah, she'll move up. She shouldn't be too far off before she gets up there. She shouldn't be too far off. My ship will be leaving soon. Truth be told, I don't want to leave my hometown. But I've been ordered to head east to a land of barbarians whose language I don't speak, also I can search for the secret to an elixir of immortality. What a joke. There's no way such an elixir actually exists, and even if it did, it wouldn't be in the east. But regardless, I still had to head east no matter what. So you're going? Yes, I am. I have no hope we'll ever see each other again. Well, that's too bad. I'm sure I'll see you again someday. My fortune said as much. If you say so. Goodbye. I was disappointed she wasn't looking forward to seeing me again, but even if she doesn't have any hope for herself, she never told me not to have any of my own. So I'm sure our paths will cross again one day. I just know it. I'm guessing we're looking in on Zufu's, if that's how you pronounce her name's thoughts here. Also, by the way, welcome Deante, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. And so I set foot on this land, 3,000 apprentices in tow. I have no intention of meeting with this nation's king. All I'm here to do is continue my research. Of course, I knew my life would be in danger, so I erected a bounded field on this mountain. This way, no one could make their way inside, and anyone who left would forget everything they knew. As time passed, my apprentices had children, raised them, and ordered them to help with my research as well. Humans may never be able to achieve immortality, but we can still remain undying while we do our damnedest to make our fondest wishes come true. All you need are a sandbox, complete control, traditions, science, pride, and prejudices. So I proceeded with my research, incorporating new scientific techniques along the way. Death and birth, over and over, again and again. And then, one day, everything finally came together. I didn't do anything special. There were just as many people who worshipped me as they were who feared me. Zufu is said to have come to Japan along with 3,000 apprentices. After telling Qin Shi Hong that she was there was an elixir of immortality to be found here. I had heard there were legends about the village where she settled down in both China and Japan, but I never imagined they were real. Lady Meiren, I will not ask you to tell us if doing so is upsetting, but does Zufu's research into slaying of an immortal have anything to do with you being immortal? Well, it did at first. I remember I was still deciding whether to kill her or leave her be when she bowled me over with hero worship, so I ended up explaining to her exactly why immortality sucks so much. From then on, she kind of grew on me. Okay. Yeah, she grew on me. I didn't come here to Japan with her. I didn't come here to Japan with her myself. That's a bit of a weird sentence structure, but I did see her off when her ship set sail. I see. You must have been good friends if you wanted to say a proper goodbye. Yeah, I guess so. Though I had no idea what she was going to get up to, apparently. Guessing she was always kind of a hard worker who would latch onto an idea and never let it go. At any rate, I now understand the power of her immortal slaying mask. It can't be an ordinary mystic code, not when it's capable of instantly killing servants. Now I'm especially glad I squirreled away some mermaid meat for a rainy day. Can you hear me, my ally? I'm talking to you from the underworld now via something akin to telepathy. It only works one way, so there's no need to respond. To be honest, even with all the Medjed helping me out, I'm just about at my wit's end. I'm begging you, please do whatever you have to do to fix this mess as quickly as you can. Roger, Roger, Nato Burrito. Sounds like things are pretty bad on that end, too. But before we can do anything else, we need to figure out what to do about that mask. Then again, once we manage to get past it, the rest should be simple, no? Probably. Zufu's own spirit origin isn't all that tough. It's basically a conglomerate of pure malice more than anything. So we shouldn't need more than one servant to deal with her. Again, the real problem is what to do about that mask. The moment she brings that out, we're as good as dead. And I don't mean running away to fight another day, I mean real, actual death. Given what we saw with Nitocris in the Underworld, I'm guessing that mask is able to inflict damage on spirit origins that can even make it impossible to resummon those servants. Basically, everything depends on how we can prevent Zufu from killing us. I don't think even defensive mystic codes we have on hand will be enough. I might be able to come up with a way to protect myself against a 2,000-year-old cursed item, but I can't protect us all. I'm willing to protect Master, but that's it. Please help us, Abby? No, there isn't. Reality's harsh, that's all there is to it. Besides, like Zufu said, our noble phantasms are a poor match for her mask. Then I suppose it's up to me. You, Sigurd, but your noble phantasm can't. Brunhilde's right. Just because your noble phantasm is anti-fortress doesn't mean it can resist death. No, but I know runes that can prevent death. Even those aren't going to be enough. I know. Which is why I will use my beloved's love to gain even greater power. The power of love compels you, Sigurd. Honey, I love you more than anything, but I'm not sure that's how it works. No. Anime logic, this is how it works. Good grief. Come on, Murasaki, back me up here. Tell them how a couple going up against a horror movie threat is basically asking to be killed. Yes, that is true. Being part of a couple is a surefire way to end up dead in a horror movie, especially a slasher movie. However, a couple that has managed to survive to the end could also be the exception that proves the rule. Which is it here, the exception or the rule? Thinking about it some more, the power of love winning out against fear is a very common trope. So I think this may just work. You really think so? Love, huh? I doubt it'll be that easy. After all, innocent love falling apart in the face of fear is a very common trope, too. I admit this would be an all-or-nothing gamble, but... Yeah, I've heard enough. Give it a rest, lovebirds. All or nothing or not, that's way too risky a plan to bet our lives on. Yes, I have to agree. It's far too soon to bet everything on emotion. I would say that it is tantamount to throwing one's life away. War is a contest of survival, where one must employ any and all tactics at one's disposal. Any plan that relies entirely on emotion should only ever be a last resort. Suffice to say, we should first try all of our other options. If we fail to do so, we will surely lose this battle. There you have it, Sigurd. What do you say to that? Beloved, as much as it pains me to say this, I can't argue with her point. Oh, Sigurd. Under normal circumstances, you would be making the very same argument as her. That being said, I do think our best chance lies in Lord Sigurd breaking through the enemy's defense, Lady Brunhild backing him up. In the meantime, the rest of us can provide support and... I'll take the front line. Really, are you sure? Sure, she's got nothing to do with it. I'm the reason she's doing all this, right? So it's only fair that I be the one to settle it. Sorry, Sigurd, but I have to insist that you back me up. Got it? Understood. I trust that serving as a decoy will suffice. Yeah, that should work. While you're drawing her attention, I'll get in close to Zufu and smash that mask to pieces. Hang on, like I said, that's not... There's one thing that gives me an advantage. I know exactly what kind of death she's going to try to give me next. It's... No, I see. That does make a lot of sense. As far as her collection of methods of murder go, it's probably ideal. See, this totally work. What do you think, Kohai? I don't even know what we're agreeing to. Then it's settled. You scared, Senpai? Scared, huh? That's a good question coming from you, Kohai. When you're immortal, fear is a completely different beast, after all. The thing that scares me more than anything is no longer being myself. Death already has no meaning for me, so if life no longer had any value either, my very existence would become something I barely recognize, and that's just not gonna fly with me. So if I do face this challenge now, I'll never be able to face Lord Zhangyu again either. If I don't face the challenge. You know, if you think about it, this whole thing really is Miss Yu-Yu's fault, isn't it? Oh, come on, you didn't have to say that. I don't feel bad enough already. Oh, it's not her fault. Alright, I'll make a gate. Everything beyond that will be outside my jurisdiction. Thank you, Abby. We'll be back. Hey, I have to ask, are you sure you have to go? I mean, this is all her problem to solve, right? You know, she is my senpai, you know. I really can't stand how you are so direct about these kinds of things. Sorry, Abby. Oh, you don't have to apologize. It just means I'll have to stick close to you like any good servant would for her master. What, do you have something else to say to me? No, I don't. I was just thinking how nice it is to you acting so self-indulgently girlish as that, that's all. Well, sure, the real you is a grown-up woman who left that kind of childish stuff behind some time ago. If that's what you think, I mean, I think you still have so much to learn, too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and use my powers of Shen to make an illusion. And the illusion is completely blocking my point of view from this game. Lose yourself and dream for a while. Alright, we're all set. Go for it, you Mayren. Okay, I'll give it my best shot. I'll trust you're all prepared to step through the gate. I'm good to go. No problems here. All good. Just remember, you've got to emerge in a different place than last time. Okay, jump in. I'll go first. Ha! My turn. Let's go, Mash. Okay, I'll be right by your side. Foo! Whee! Traveling through the very terror and reality itself. Now every enemy we've faced so far is gathered up in one place. So it would seem. I see zombies, ghosts, slashers, monsters. It almost feels like a final exam of sorts. This is nothing. We can handle any assortment of foes like this with our eyes closed. I'll do the best I can. Looks like this is all set to end with a bang. Alright, Master and Mash, let's get started. Alright, so what are we up against here? Berserkers and Riders. Okay. It doesn't matter who I bring along because they're not going to be getting utilized here primarily. You know what? Yeah, let's go Lambda. Lambda is an excellent option for this. Except for the fact that I don't have the full buffing going on. So, Tomoe. Yeah, Tomoe is good. So, Tomoe replaced with the Meme Master. And drop this CE for now. This'll be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. Lambda Smash. Brunhild and Murasaki both did something there. So I got a crit stars gain at the end of the turn and a defense down on them, it looks like. Okay, that's fine. That just increases the odds of Lambda here, being capable of looping. Oh, it's only 6 enemies. That's nice and easy. It's almost simple, in fact. And just go full arts because why not? Not like I'm gonna just not gonna destroy this or anything. Yeah, not like I'm not going to just destroy this or anything. More killers. Nothing else? Okay. Melt Envy. All the DACA here. All the DACA. Ah, Lambda is so good at looping. I'm so happy I got her. Almost 2 million points of damage. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Okay, the next node also has loot drops of the gold and silver variety. I'm still going to just stick with gold, though. I could probably get away with the same setup. Yeah, I can totally get away with the same setup. It's not like there's any Sebas here, after all, that will be disadvantageous for Lambda. Brynhild, Protection, Murasaki's Curse. So that's the full names of those. Okay. Again, just 6 enemies. So, second verse, same as the first. And go blasting. Yeah. All the DACA. Can we break 2 million? That'd be nice. I doubt it, but it'd be nice. Too few berserkers to break 2 million. Easy. Oh, we got a mission done. 60 casters. I thought I had that one done. We'll go ahead and claim that sucker real quick. Oop. There are quite a lot of enemies here, even for a final battle. Master Lady Mash, Lord Sigurd, Lady Umayren, please, go on without us. We'll hold back the enemy forces. Good idea. If we're going to be decoys, we may as well grab all the attention we can. Good luck. Thanks, guys. Good luck. Don't die. Alright, go high. Let's get going. Both of you. Understood. Fo-fo! Fo-fo-fo-fo-fo-fo-fo-fo. Fo-fo-fo-fo-fo. Oh, this gets us a command code. The Lua Long Mask. Buff success rate by 20% for 1 time for 2 turns when you attack with the engraved card. A mask worn by a general who is said to have his... Can you stop talking, Lily? A mask worn by a general who is said to have possessed beauty that could not only boost his troops' morale, but even change the course of a war. He was blessed with valor and served his country loyally, but in his final days, the heavens turned their back on him and gave him poison to drink. Oh, and that unlocked another one. So how many missions do I still have? Golden Foe, and then the various U's, so those are probably epilogue missions. I'm guessing this bunch is epilogue, but of the currently ones I have unlocked, 15 Divine, 90 Saber, 90 Caster, 20 Rares, and 5 Nighttime. So 5 missions are currently available to us. The Nighttime missions I could start doing now, but I'm not gonna. Okay, Berserker it looks like. Bazaka. Should be easy enough. Lady Yu. Hey, Zufu. Long time no see. Don't be ridiculous. We saw each other just a short while ago, remember? Yeah, but I don't feel like that counted. Between everything that happened, I never got a chance to greet you properly, after all. So let me fix that. I'm going to kick your scrawny ass. I can't believe you came all this way just to die. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see just how appreciative you are when this is over. When only one of us is going to survive this, and spoiler alert, it won't be you. Of course it will be. We'll see about that. Very well. Now that everyone has said what they needed to say, let us begin the battle, shall we? Here we go. You said it. Come on, Kohai. Right behind you, senpai. Kohai? Did she just say Kohai? She never, ever called me that. You there, I know this might seem sudden, but I'm gonna kill you now. That is pretty sudden, yeah. And just so we're clear, it's not because I'm jealous. Nope, understand? Now die. Flustered much? Sorry to interrupt again, but I know it's not the best in social situations, but I think it's time we get started fighting. No, stay away from me. Go on. Mortal Slayers, get them. You know, I'm jealous of you, though, Zufu. You took my summer with Mashu away from me. I'll endure this one way or another. Let's go. Only 3 servants. Okay. I'm forced to choose Sigurd. Please select 2 of your servants and 1 support servant. Okay. It's Berserker. I have Sigurd, so I should probably play up to his strengths. So go Weva and probably Castoria, honestly. Castoria. Where is Castoria? There she is. And there does not look to be any... Yeah, there is no restriction as far as CEs to bring, so Weva gets his CE. I totally need to go through my CEs soon and clear them out again, because it's getting a little bit annoying to try and find the specific ones. Come on, eyes. You can spot it. Where is his Z? There it is. Castoria, Fragment of 2030, I guess, would probably be the best here. Yep. Probably Fragment of 2030 would be for the best. Alright. Brynhild's Protection, Blade of No Return, Delayed Effect, Buff. Okay. So I've got the crit stars. After 2 turns, apply a state where death will be applied to your attack. I have 2 turns to win. So there's a very likely possibility this is a battle I'm not supposed to win then. Well, I'm still gonna get my roundest, rudest, tootinest, darndest shot. I don't know where I was going with my words there. Invincible, that might be not a bad idea to hold on to, I guess. I don't know if death would cut through invincibility or not. Okay, so we need star drop rate. And I kind of want to wait for a Buster Blast to use that, so let's focus down the weaker of the bunch. Death beats everything but guts. Well, that's kind of sad. But welcome, Ouroboros. Welcome to the stream. Hobby things, hobby things. So I don't have an... Ooh, I've got Crit Blast, though. So this Crit Blast should hopefully be enough to punch through this Immortal Killer. BAQ. The hobby things, Ouroboros. Hobby things. Okay, good. That's 2 down, 1 to go. Massacre's Scream. And now he applies Death. If I had an NP, I could probably do... I could probably do it if I NP'd. In fact, I'm guaranteed I could do this if I... Do I want to burn a command seal? Do I want to burn a command seal here? That is the question. Oh, it's tempting as all tempting. But I'm not going to. Okay. I would have had it next turn anyways. Because I still had the guts. Just got done pulling on AK Arknights, I'm guessing? I tried playing Arknights in the beginning, but I couldn't get into it, honestly. Meanwhile, I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 before the stream. And I'm only an hour in, but I'm already very much liking it. The tone of the game is so good. Lancer and another formation restriction. Okay. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 so far. Only an hour in, but I am already enjoying it. The power of love got me through that first assault, but I won't survive another. It's all to you now, Lady Mayrin. Got it. I should be able to make it. Get out here, Prince of Lanling. Huh? Uh-oh. Prince of Lanling, you... I'm afraid I have thrown my lot in with Lady Zufu. I give myself over to darkness, you may call me. What was it they would call me again, Lady Zufu? Darklon! Because now you're a brutal man who will emerge from the darkness and strike at Lady Yu wherever she may hide. There you have it, now prepare to die. Give me a hand here, Kohai. You don't want to go up against Prince of Lanling alone if you can help it. Come then, have at you. Aw. Darklon. Zufu's a little bit of a dork, I feel. She still stole away my Mashu from me for an extended period of time, so I'm not happy with her. But she is a bit of a dork. You know what? Go attack strength up, CE, because why not? Although, really, I shouldn't, because this is not going to give me any Castorius, I imagine. There we go. Oh, certain cannot be... Okay, so I have to have... Okay, so I have my full squad here. Oh, gosh. Okay. We're gonna need a unique party setup for this. So it does look like I need to have... Consort Yu Mayrin, in the front lines. However... She's a freaking Lancer. So she's not gonna be doing too hot here. Somebody that will be doing quite hot, though, my anti-Seba weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna use my anti-Seba weapon here. And then we need a Scotty. And we'll throw my Castoria in as well. And we'll also have Mashu along for the ride. This is a story battle, use Yu Mayrin. Well, I mean, she's gonna be in the party, but I'm expecting her to die. She does have a target focus skill after all, so, you know, if that should come to pass, then, you know, it is what it is. In the meantime, we're gonna try and prep work for a one slice. Use you to fight him. You know what? Let me see. I should have enough. I'll see why. Okay, let me throw this on Castoria just in case. And I'll go ahead and throw my second best CE I have, which is a maxed out Golden Sumo, on you. I'll give this a shot. I'll see what you're talking about. If push comes to shove... Oh, wait, hang on. I almost had the wrong Mystic Code. It is summer after all, so even though this is a serious battle, we should be wearing our Scout's uniform. Okay. This should be fine. Darklawn's Ambition, crit down. I'm not really seeing much, honestly. I'm not really seeing much. But I'll wait. I'll wait and see. Avoid associating with... Leave poor XA alone. Oh, this decision was already made. I mean, she gotta... Okay, I'm gonna see... I guess... I don't know. She wasn't doing terrible damage, I guess. If we fail, I'll go ahead and throw the damage CE on her. Okay, actually, I think I'm starting to see what you mean. That damage isn't that bad. Okay. I'm definitely starting to see what you mean now. I am totally starting to see what it is you meant. Let's heal XA. She's hitting a lot harder than I would have given her credit for. Strength up, defense. Okay. Okay. I see what you mean now. I now see what you meant. I'll admit it. I judged far too quickly. Do this to her. Lower Scotty. Give everybody some stars. Buff. And buff. Okay. So, just to avoid XA potentially devastating, he would never really hurt. True. That is true. Just to avoid XA devastation, I'm not going to even use XA's in this. Because otherwise I feel like she would just erase him. Okay, yeah, we'll do this again. Well, actually, I guess I can't do this again, but next summer, I will go ahead and just set up for a one-turn U smash. Next summer, it'll be a U smashing. How utterly selfish can one person be? You're always floating around wherever you please, never staying put for more than a moment. You hate dealing with people, but the moment you come to trust someone, you cling so tightly it's absurd. So you continuously wish for good people to be rewarded, even as you strictly remain outside of the human world. Do you have any idea how many people have been ruining their lives by hopelessly pining up for you? Oh wait, was that last part again? Where'd that come from? That's strange. He was supposed to be related to you by laying out all his day-to-day frustrations with her. That was never going to happen, Shufu. Prince of Lawling is as devoted to Lady Yu Ren as a knight to a princess he is sworn to protect. Any frustrations he may have with her would only be expressed as loving admonitions. Hang on, just give me a moment. No, I will not. This is a golden opportunity to tell you how I really feel, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. Oh, there's an identical battle? Cool. Come on, give me a break. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if someone you knew when you were alive told you how attractive you are? I would, but I'm Dark Lawn right now, so I don't care. Ah, yes. The old, I'm evil now, so I don't care excuse. Why, you little, this is exactly why I hate you. Be that as it may, this is the only way I can express my day-to-day frustrations. Now you listen to me, Lady Mayren. At times, that beautiful form of yours can be toxic. Where Lord Jiang may be able and willing to support you with his iron intellect, the same cannot be said of other servants. But that doesn't matter. Yes, I know. But you're the only one who thinks so. As far as the other servants are concerned, some aspects of you are so overwhelmingly attractive that they would be willing to become beasts for your sake. Please, no more. Jeez. I don't know how to respond to hearing that sort of thing from you. Beasts? Beasts? Have you been harboring such filthy animalistic desires for Lady Yu all this time, you closet pervert? Not really, no. I've always thought of love, desire, affection, and yearning as fundamentally different things, so... Oh, I see. Well, I can understand that. Sometimes she can be so beautiful, she's more like a marble statue than a person, after all. You know? I just... What's the right choice here? I mean, I will admit, she is physically attractive. Yu Mayren is physically attractive. She's got a nice, somewhat dorky personality. Would I call her beautiful? I don't see it. Indeed I do. I'm certain that the more you observe her, the more her charms will become apparent. Now that I think I'll compliment you some more. I must say, it does feel good to cut loose and say exactly what's on my mind for a change. I can't take it anymore. If we don't stop him now, Prince Lawling and I are both gonna die of embarrassment. So we'll just have to beat his ass unconscious. Top one is funny, two is more realistic. Yeah. I mean, I can see some aspects of her being that, but, like... I can't see her fully being that way. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. XA, no need to come to this battle now. We'll instead put on Lakshmi, because she still needs to be bonded up. Her bond needs risen further and further still. Because Abby cannot go into battle until she has leveled up beyond the first ascension. Which, she is number 10 on the list, so it could be a little while. Maybe not. She's got a couple 3 stars ahead of her. So maybe not as long as I was worried about. Hopefully I will finish the main story today. I'm not sure on the epilogue. It depends on what exactly the restrictions to it are. That was way too fast. What did that all say? Stop praising me. And she just got a metric ton of buffs. Attack, crit, and a damage plus buff. Okay. I think I could beat him in one turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for the 1-turn kill. Epilogue that you know I'll love. Ooh, I look forward to it. Hopefully it's not too heavily restricted. Like, I know I still have a mission to complete, like, at least 5 nighttime quests. So, if you NP, it's impossible not to kill him. Well, you know, if there's nothing special about letting him continue going, let's see how much damage we do here. I think that is, like, near the close... That's close to, like, the most damage I've actually seen. Output. That's gotta be, like, very much close to the most. In fact, I think the closest... Yeah, I think the closest I've come to has been maybe that raid boss in the Halloween event, the Oni Halloween event. I think I came close to 2 million there. King Protea was not close, sadly. Oh, and an assassin! It's not enough. I still have so many compliments left to pay. I'll pay them, okay? Me! So just shut up already. Alright, if you insist. Man, just when you think you know a human. But anyway, at least we won now. Give it up, Zufu. This isn't over yet. I still have an ace up my sleeve. Yeah, then let's see what this death you're gonna give me already. But if you think it's gonna be your last massacre that ends with me dead, you've got another thing coming. No, oh no, that's where you're wrong. This will most certainly be the end, Lady Yu. I still have one death left to give you. A death that you could never have seen coming, even if your wildest dreams. You'll die by battling yourself. No way, it's me. This is exactly why I split you in two. Once you've killed yourself, my collection will finally be complete. Okay. That was one of the lingering questions I had. That was legit one of the lingering questions. Why were there two of her? So, Zufu split her into two. Okay. Well, at least Emiya isn't here, because he already got saddened by you saying it's foolish to try to kill yourself. That was a great set of dialogue, Poor Emiya just being, like, told off indirectly for it's being stupid to try and kill yourself. A copy of yourself, or whatever it was. That was great. Type of damage is only possible with the dragon and Roma together. Ah, yin and yang. Gotcha. So it's two separate sides of you. But they didn't really seem that different from each other. Okay. But dragon and Roma together. I mean, I've really only had that kind of damage with event CEs giving damage boost. I mean, no, Lambda, or not Lambda, but Melt has gotten some similar numbers from, like, if I super buff her, I've gotten some similar numbers with Melt outside of damage CEs, but yeah, I don't think I've broken 2 million outside of an event. Well, I always knew it was going to come to this. Alright, of course you did. Wait, what? That other me was pretty much bound to end up as my evil doppelganger, right? So all I've got to do is match your timing. Come on, me. Let's do this thing. Oh, excuse me. Oh! Just you, then. It's all down to you. Nice game. Don't need your support, Kohai. Okay. I guess she really doesn't need my support. Go get her, Senpai! Senpai kick Senpai's butt. A battle of the Senpais. Who will come out on top? I'm guessing I shouldn't even bother using my NP here. Right? It's probably not even worth wasting the extra time it would take for the NP to go through. Because if I'm right, this will kill us both. But yeah, this should kill us both, I believe. Right? Oh no, I thought that killed her. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it's one of those kinds of battles. I could have swore she killed herself on use of her NP. I could have swore Yume Rin died if she used her NP. No, it removes all her buffs. That's right. I'm a dummy. She removes all of her buffs when she uses her NP. She doesn't die when she uses her NP. I have great memory. Got you. If you fight death with death and life with life, then of course you've got to fight explosions with explosions. Fighting explosions with explosions. Megumin would be proud. Yeah, Megumin would be quite proud of this. Although I don't... Fighting explosions with explosions is something Megumin would be proud of, but... would Megumin try to learn this kind of explosion? Huh? You thought you would kill me with me? That would mean losing a battle against myself, and that's never gonna happen. First smart thing she's done all event, so proud of her. I don't know, she's done some smart stuff. Yeah, she's done some smart stuff in the event. Give me a moment while I'm trying to think of the smart stuff she's done. Oh, if it ever came to that, I'd sooner blow myself to kingdom come. You're gonna self-destruct? My curse simply obeys his will, blood and scatter like the poppy flower of my past. Anti-fling rondo. If I'm blowing up, I'm taking you with me. Blood everywhere! Yeah, it's nothing new, but still. It's best you not get too accustomed to this sort of thing, Master. How could you be so heartless? Didn't you see that lady who just went bam like an overinflated balloon? She does this all the time. Huh? She'll be back. And I'm back. Oh, she's back. Thank goodness. Wait, no, damn it! What's going on, Lady Yu? And where'd the other Lady Yu go? She blew up too, right? So when she did, I merged with her. Going Majin Buu on this. Okay. Merged? Merged? Did you say merged? See that, Kohai? There's nothing I can't do. We saw some very impressive. Yeah, are you sure you didn't get anything mixed in while merging, Senpai? Huh? What do you mean, weird? A fly? No, don't be ridiculous. I never merged with anything like that. I'm fine. At least I'm pretty sure I'm fine. Be honest with me. Do I have any weird wings or antennae? It's okay, Yume Rin. You're still your usual swimsuited self. Right, of course I am. How about you, Soul? What do you think? The perfect Yume Rin senpai. That works. Exactly. Now I've got double the spirit origin power, double the density, and the same amount of love for Jiang Yu as I ever did. Because I've long since maxed it out. Aw, top one for extra special senpai points. No, you said it too late. I'll have to go through it. I'll have to rewatch this part and see what it does. Yeah, it's not over yet. I still have the Immortal Slaying Mask. Sure do, so I'm gonna smash it now. Okay, Kohai, perfect Yume Ren is gonna do her thing. Sound the gong. Sure, why not? Senpai, where did you get that gong? There, now I'm all fired up and ready to punish you for your misdeeds, Zufu. Really? Oh, I can't wait. Wait, do over. Very well then, Lady Yu. If that's what I must do to give you the death you so desire, I'll just have to kill you myself. Sorry, Zufu, but I stopped wishing for that death a while ago. But oh well, now that we've come this far, I'll just have to knock some sense into you. From this point on, this horror movie is now officially an action flick. Ever see one of those, Zufu? In action films, you can just destroy just about anything with strong enough attack. Now let's do this. So, Yu has watched action movies, apparently. Okay. I could see it. Oh wait, nope. Do I need a maxed out Castoria? I don't need a maxed out Castoria. I'm using my own Castoria here. However, you know, I think Double Scotty might be a little bit better than maxed out Castoria. Double Scotty fun. Yeah, I'll have to go through again and watch see what the other line does. Extra senpai points, huh? Okay. I'm interested. You've piqued my interest here, Ouroboros. Great vengeful spirit, Zufu. Perfect Yume Rin, Sigurd support. Okay, so perfect Yume Rin, immune to death, damage plus, HP recovery every turn, max HP, increase overcharge when using Noble Phantasm. Perfect Yu Senpai is quite something. Okay. So the question now is, do I think I could NP loop here? Is there a gimmick which will let me NP loop? Because I'd be happy with that. Death support type. Ooh. Oh, right. I haven't actually seen anything about her as a servant, so... Okay. You know, I'm gonna throw caution on the wind. Let's see if I can, loop here. Oh, I can kill without NP this time? Well... I'm still gonna go for the 3-turn kill. I'm guessing because I've got a good setup here. Let's go ahead and crit strength buff. Doo-doo-doo. Good damage. I'll kill you gently. Masked Immortal Killer. I might be able to do this turn as well, although I don't think I will. If you want a 3-turn, you need to plan for her. Oh, she's got guts? Oh, I didn't realize she had guts. Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it? Yeah, that changes things. You know, if she has guts, then I'm not going to worry about a 3-turn then. I'm just going to go all out. Ooh, I got the loop! You were right, Ouroboros. I did get the loop. May death and comfort and happiness come upon you. Death success rate, ignore invincibility, a guts. Okay. So she's got 3 guts. Let's go ahead and do this. That's useless. Okay. Doot. I think might be the way to go here. Yeah, I think NP, Scotty, guarantee crit, use guaranteed crit. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I've got enough oomph to push through. Oh. Well, shoot. Hey, I did it! Free turning! Woo! Guts mean nothing to me. Thank you, game. That was actually... I was really worried I wasn't going to get the guts there. Or I was really worried I wasn't going to get the kill. Because I could have... You know, I actually could have swore you couldn't kill with burn and stuff. I thought it left them with, like, 1 HP. Actually, no. Did they change that? Because can't, Bazette... Yeah, Bazette does that sort of stuff, doesn't she? Okay. Oh, that was nice and easy. That's probably one of the easier final boss fights of a, summer event. It's over. I guess I haven't really used that much, so it's not surprising I didn't know. There, I smashed it to pieces. And my hopes and your dreams along with it. Yeah, you know, while she was smart in the whole merging with herself idea, excuse me, wouldn't it have been a little bit smarter to, you know, hold on to that mask just in case you ever wanted to die? Just my thought process going out there. Wouldn't it have been wiser to hold on to that just in case? Horrendous without you, Mayren, because insta-kill immune. Yeah, that is true. The insta-kill could be bad. I do wonder if the likes of Enkidu might be able to manage it decently well. I could see Enkidu possibly doing it. If that giant ghost had a divine attribute for sure, just stunning, but... It took me 2,200 years to make it. I'm sure that sucks, but unfortunately I just don't need it now. What about 100 years from now? Are you sure you'll still feel the same way then? You might be happy now, but you don't know what's going to happen over the next 100 years. Someone could summon you and force you to do things that eat away at your soul. Someone could discover your inhuman nature and imprison and torture you for their own gains. So why? How can you be so sure that? You think you know my own mind better than I do. I'll cross that bridge when I reach it in 100, hell, 1,000 years from now. I'm sure my future self will curse my present self sometimes. Hell, I'm sure there'll be times when I'll be pissed off at my past self too. But I'd never think of making any requests for my future self to uphold. Now that I've been reunited with Lord Jiangyu, my place, my feelings will always be right here. Then, people on NA... Really? I mean, the only reason I don't like Zufu is the fact that she, you know, stole valuable summertime away from my Mashu with me. That's the only reason I don't like her, but, you know, a little bit of bully is fine with that. Would settle that, you know. That's the only reason I don't like her. Things are great right now, but once Fujimaru dies, it's likely to be the last time she ever meets Jiangyu. I mean, not necessarily. Because she did go to the Throne of Heroes, and it's been getting established very much in the FGO lore that the Throne of Heroes is a physical place that can be visited, given the fact that Benienma teaches cooking lessons on the Throne of Heroes and such. So the Throne of Heroes is a place that can be visited. So if Yu is on the throne and Jiangyu is on the throne, then very technically they could be reunited on the throne. You know, you would just have to abandon the physical world and just head off to the throne and just live there, essentially. Whenever would you, the beauty, be summoned? I mean, again, so there might be some time they spend apart, but... I don't know. It's weird. It is a future problem question. I can definitely see Zufu's point in, why would you destroy it when it might be 100 years from now? You might regret it. I mean, at least Yu is saying that, she'll be fine. She'll probably regret doing this in the future, so that does show some level of insight into her actions, but I guess, living in the present is probably something an immortal would be more concerned about. An immortal would be less concerned about the future than the present, because today, the future is always going to happen, however, the present is right now, so if you're going to be immortal, why worry about what will happen, just focus on what is happening. And what has happened, though we had a bit of that what has happened with Jiang Yu's interlude that we did a while ago. I can somewhat see both sides of the equation here. Yeah. I can somewhat see both sides of the issue here. But I do think that I would side more with Zufu on this in just that, better to be prepared than not. Yeah. For an immortal, it's the opposite. The future is promised, but the present may disappear. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I can see both sides of the argument. I can for sure see both sides of the argument here. Plus, I mean, very, very technically speaking, like, what's to stop you from, when all the Chaldea business is done, if she doesn't just go and hang out on the Throne of Heroes, what's to stop her from, say, just finding a Holy Grail and just summoning Jiang Yu herself and just living in bliss with him, There is that logic, too, because it has been proven she can be a master. And if anybody would have a catalyst to summon him, it would be her. Granted, she failed that one time, but I don't really know why she summoned Lan Ling, but I digress. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting conundrum, to say the least. The epilogue seems to imply she isn't really a heroic spirit, kind of like Benny Enma. I mean, even still, though, the Throne of Heroes can be visited by non-heroic spirits. Again, Benny Enma teaches cooking lessons to the servants at the Throne of Heroes. Heck, maybe you can just get a job at the Enma Tai and go and pay visits to the throne to do something. I don't know. I do like, though, I will say I do like that the throne has evolved, because I do recall that earlier in the, canonicity of the Fate timeline, the Throne of Heroes wasn't an actual place. It was just it was just a record of everything that got updated. But now it's been sort of soft retcon to confirm it is an actual place where these heroic spirits actually, can interact with people or interact with each other and things outside of there. So I do like that retcon that they've done. And, well, I guess technically the group of Kohai there might have a little something to do with it, too. Okay, only a little, though. Thank you, Yume-ren. She's my best senpai, but I'm Mashu's best senpai. Don't you mean in the universe? I've never seen anyone so fickle. You're naive, selfish, and standoffish all at once. You remember when you used to yearn for death? It's in her best interest that the Chaldea be a her thing if she can help conceptualize it. I mean, honestly speaking, I do have a wild theory that I've just got. It's a headcanon theory, but I feel like Chaldea, at least in spirit, will always... this is just random, and it doesn't really... It will sort of make Chaldea a somewhat conceptual thing, but I feel like when Mash gets her final NP level, Lord Caldeus will return. Because, like, she started off with Lord Caldeus because she did not know the true name of the heroic spirit she had inside. It evolved to Lord Camelot when Galahad was fully revealed, but then it devolved into Mold Camelot when she lost all of Galahad's powers. So what I'm thinking is maybe it will eventually circle back around to Lord Caldeus as sort of like a bastion for the future of humanity, you know? Rather than Lord Camelot, the bastion of the promised land of the once and future king, it becomes Lord Caldeus, the bastion of the future of all humanity. You know? That is kind of like what I feel Mash's NP will be, because that would also be her noble phantasm, not Galahad's, but the noble phantasm of Mashu Kyrlite would be Lord Caldeus, the fortress of humanity's future, or something along those lines. Yeah, I do. That's why I made that mask, you know. I thought you had a right to choose whether to go on living or rest in peace forever. But see, the problem with that... Oh, yes, I know. That goal began to warp into something else even when I was still alive. The world castles may eventually crumble. We can become invincible by being willing to rebuild. Yeah, I mean, so Mold Camelot is sort of just like Camelot being crumbling away, but being inevitably to rebuild. That's sort of why I think it will eventually evolve into Lord Caldeus once more. Just, again, as Mashu Kyrlite's full power noble phantasm. My pursuit of immortality became about killing it, and I imbued that mess with countless false deaths in order to realize that goal. I wasn't playing around, but I was taking a risk. When I first came to the Singularity, my old home really, I was honestly taking back. I never would have dreamed that my apprentices had made it this far. Maybe Mold Caldeus? Possibly. I definitely think it will be something... It will definitely have Caldeus. Something to do with Chaldea will be Mashu's final version of the NP, I feel. Just because it represents everything that... It represents humanity's future, which she is essentially a beacon of. She is the shield for humanity's future. In multiple ways, really. It took them sacrificing their lives and conducting countless inhumane experiments, but they came tantalizingly close to reaching the goal. Yeah, they did. They might have picked up the worst possible way to go about it, trying to kill an immortal, but it might have just been the simplest approach humans could take. All the time it took them aside. Yes, that's the most regrettable part, isn't it? Oh well, nothing to be done for it now. No, there isn't. Like they say, you reap what you sow, and what you've sown has reaped you a miserable disappearance. If that's true. Then it's only a matter of time until you fade away miserably, too. Yeah, you're not wrong. But that's not happening just yet. I'm happy to let my future self deal with it when the time comes. You really are the worst. Oh, shut up. The way she turns her nose up in indignation hasn't changed at all. Not even 2,200 years later. No, it seems like I'm the one who's changed. Somewhere along the way, I began to want to keep her by my side. Even though I knew her innocence and free spirit would never tie her down to anyone. But who could blame me? I'm only human. And no human would want to relegate that stunning figure she struck to a single night's dream. In that sense, I guess I really was ordinary. Okay. So, I mean, it's kind of obvious Zufu has a bit of a thing for you, Senpai. You know, that's a little bit obvious here, you know. If the plushie doll of her wasn't sign enough, but, you know... That line right there. No human would want to relegate that stunning figure she struck to a single night's dream. I'm curious. How does Zufu compare to Zhu Liang as far as timeline wise? So 195 to 155. So only 40 years. Wow. That was kind of young. come on. I'm kind of curious here, so... Let's see, Young... You... 202, so, okay. So Jiang Yu does predate Zhu Fu by about 100 years. I was kind of wondering if that final line right there implied maybe, like, there was a one-night thing, maybe? But I don't know. I kind of still feel like that might be a thing. Because Yu Senpai, while she does seem obsessed, I mean, she is obviously obsessed for, I'll like Zhu Fu when I read her diary. Okay. Still, at least one good thing came from this. You know, Lady Yu, even if I have to suffer eternal torment in hell for what I've done, I don't regret any of it. After all, everything I did, let me see you again. Well, I look forward to reading her diary, but, like, I do wonder if they had a, like, one-night thing, obviously. Obviously, she's possibly head over heels, but, you know, nothing wrong with that. Goodbye, Zhu Fu. I mean, I'm still going to be somewhat salty that she stole away Mashu moments from me, but, you know... It's finally over, huh? Foo-foo! Yes, it is. Even Fo's exhausted. My ally? Is that you, my ally? I'm happy to report that all the servants who are being held in the underworld are being freed as we speak. They should all make their way back to the land of the living momentarily. Now, we thought you guys might be all wrapped up here. All the slashers, zombies, and ghosts we were fighting have disappeared. Well, there seem to be a few stragglers behind, but I'm sure they'll follow suit soon enough. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. I think it's time we return to the cottage and played some party games. Are you okay? Are you and Mash okay, Soul? Seemed to be one-sided, and the glorification of her form made her degenerate into a vengeful spirit, all but guaranteed. Yeah, I guess it... I mean, was she really a vengeful spirit, though? She obviously had a weak spirit origin, but I feel like she doesn't... I don't feel like she was a vengeful spirit. Yeah, I don't know if her name was in the fight. Okay. I mean, to be fair, it could have just been that because they didn't have any battle sprites. Let's not... Oh, vengeful spirit, Jiang Zhu Fu. Okay. Because I was about to say, let's not forget, poor Aresh was a giant ghost in her first fight, too, so... We're fine, thank you, Elia. I'm glad that you're okay, too. Yay. I see, so it's all over then. Thank you, Abby. Best Daughteru. Don't thank me, I want you to thank someone. It should be my father and his elder friends. I'm only the shrine maiden serving as the vessel for the Outer God's power, after all. His elder friends. Thank you, elder gods. I'm sure that you... I actually kind of do wonder if they have a close eye on us at all, given all the foreigner servants we have. Well, I suppose I can live with that. Is it just me, or does Master tend to pay more attention to kids who are a little bit naughty? It makes sense. Well-behaved kids don't need as much care. Naughty kids get more attention, huh? Hey, Soul. Yeah, Celia? Well, the implication the Elder Gods don't hate us is wild. I mean, you know, the Elder Gods, though, they... Like, I'm sure the concept of hate is kind of alien to them. They probably purple us, I would say. Yeah, I feel like they feel probably very purple about us, the Elder Gods. Can I whisper something to you? Sure. Okay, here goes. Jerk dummy. Aw. Ruby, it's not working. Well, sorry, Elia, but you're just not cut out to be naughty. So I'm just a girl who spouted a bunch of nonsense at Seoul? Master, could you lend me your hand for a moment? Sure. Random. What the heck, Miguel Senpai? What in the world are you doing? Looks like the pathetic naughty move you pulled on lit a fire under her butt. And now I'm getting my hand consumed. Hey, don't call me pathetic. Yeah. Talk all you want. I'm not reading your lines. Yes, she is very much a piece of work. So I'll hate you admit, I do get the sense you didn't do anything wrong. Emiya, her existence is wrong. Maybe it's just in your nature to throw things out of whack even when you're helping, and end up saving the world when you're being evil. No, you do not go to my Chaldea. Stay away from Chaldea. What she really wanted. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to head back to the cottage. No sense overthinking a woman whose true nature I couldn't pin down if my life depended on it. I mean, it's best if you don't get associated with her. We don't need you going Emmy Alter. Well, I guess this is the last night we'll be spending here. So it would seem. Soon night will give way to dawn, and in dawn in turn to day. Alright everyone, I'd say we've all earned ourselves a day to unwind and relax. What do you say we all spend this last day we see fit until we're ready to return home? Incidentally, I'm thinking of taking my beloved on a nice, relaxing fishing trip. Fishing, huh? I like the sound of that. I'm a little sleepy, so I think I'll just head to bed. How about you, Abigail-senpai? I'm getting tired of being called senpai. Oh, me? Not sure. Then would you like to join me? I've been wanting to talk to you about all sorts of things. Especially soul. Well, I suppose. Brush your teeth. Okay. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm more than ready to enjoy some video games. Anyone want to join me? You know, I've never played one before. Could I ask you to teach me, Lady Tomboy? Absolutely, come on. We'll begin with a tutorial. Alright, I'm gonna go rest up to it. I'm pretty beat after all that happened. I know. And I hate it that she does. How about you two? Well, I was thinking I'd like to stay here a little longer and watch the sunrise. That's so. Alright then, later, Kohai. You did great, senpai. You did great. And you better appreciate it. It's not easy being a senpai, you know. I know. It's a beautiful sunrise, isn't it? Yeah, let's just spend the whole day together, Mashu. That sounds great. Summer's just getting started, after all. Okay, Master. We only have a little more left of this precious time left, so let's make the most of our summer. Let's, Mashu. Let's. Better be liked by her than hated. Not sure we want to deal with beasts that dislike us. I mean, again, I don't like thinking of her as a beast, just because I can sympathize with literally all of the other beasts except for her. Like, literally every other beast, I can get into their mindset, sympathize with it, and see why they went along that way, except for hers. But anyways, you said... event quest log... Hang on. You said that I would get some special senpai points if I... It would be section 11. Yes, unfortunately, I know enough about her backstory due to watching the CCC playthrough that ZVN, I think, did of the Gil route. Amongst other things, I know enough about her backstory. And I mean, that is why I will consider Lily a completely separate entity from She Who Shall Not Be Named. Lily is a completely separate entity, and I will not hold the sins of the future against the present, or past, I guess, would be the better way to put things. Come on. Skippity-doo-dah, skippity-day. And... Can I just press the skip button, or will that just skip me past the whole thing? I honestly don't know. Well, we'll find out here soon. I can skip until I get to the section I want. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm there at this point. Me too. Oh, wow. Most of the time she just goes around doing whatever she wants, but even now and then she gets this fleeting air about you that takes your breath away. No, you don't. No, don't you start too, Mash. Okay, so, yeah, gosh. Okay, even Mashu sees it. Okay, that was interesting, but the other one, you said it's the next one that gives me the extra senpai points. Okay, I thought I was there, but I guess I wasn't. Blood NATO. Okay, maybe there is still more. Good gracious. Foe. Unless I missed it already. I don't think I missed it, did I? No, I don't think I've missed it yet. Unless it was that whole MASH line. I think it was the MASH thing, wasn't it? Yep. Okay. So it's just MASH also mentioning that she sees it as well. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. I chose the opposite line and missed it. Seriously. Ugh. Okay. Let's try this again. So, event quest log. This. Section 11. Which leads to a different branch. Really? Wow, branching dialogue options. Okay, so I guess I gotta go with the same choices I made the first time round. Call that pretty sudden. But branching dialogue, that's something I didn't think I would see. I don't see it. So that's the one we chose, yes. So I think it's the next... So now it's going to be the proper choice then. Or the different choice, rather, I guess. It's becoming more common these days. I mean, I haven't really encountered any branching things. Like, I know that supposedly back in the Olympus Lost Belt, I could have looped in on myself during the whole Aphrodite thing, but I somehow managed to get through it first try without having to loop back. So... Okay, so you didn't get anything weird mixed in while you were merging, Senpai. Okay, so this is it. So I chose the second one last time. The same beautiful, perfect Senpai you always were. That's the one I didn't choose. Double co high points for you. Hey, okay. It's literally just double co high points for you. Okay. Okay, so double co high points. There was branching... No, I did not know that there was a branching backstory in the Enmatai. Huh. I did not know that. Hey, Abby's here now. Whew. Much better seeing Abby in this screen than possible other things. So, 70 missions gets us File 8, as well as the Bunny Lion King command code. 1 summer late. Quick by 10, or Arts by 10, or Buster by 10. A dealer must always be calm and perfect, no matter how strong the enemy, no matter what predicament they face, they must never panic. And they should put everything upon the end of their fingers. At least that's what I was taught. What do you think? I do hope I can be your goddess of victory. 90 is unlocked. A file has been found. You found a report on Immortal Mask at the cottage. File report 8. Report on the Immortal Mask has been unlocked. And then we also had the... You may read in the party 20 times. It gets us file number 9. You found Zufu's diary at the cottage. Okay. So let's go ahead and check these out. So first is file number 8. File 8, Zufu's diary, and then complete the quest proper here. Mask J. What's that J about? File 8, report on Immortal Mask J. Only the new head of research or those authorized by the head of research may access this file. There are 2 types of mask, referred to as J001 and J002. You had to choose a specific choice to make it happen. If you missed it, like most people did, it's gone. What was the alternate, or the branching backstory, rather? Essentially, 001 is the prototype, and 002 is the mass production model. Anyone working with 001, including the head of research, should seek admin approval before touching it. Make sure they understand that whoever touches the mask is not to damage it under any circumstances, even to further their research. The manufacturing process for 001 has been lost, and our goal is to properly complete it. The mass-produced 002 models are merely one possible means to this end. As about Beniyama's detailed backstory. If I recall, I did get a backstory... I got, like, her mortal life, I want to say, in her backstory, I want to say. I want to say I saw, like, the old man or whatever that helped her out or something like that. It's been a year or 2 since I did that, but I do recall I got, like, something with it. I don't recall what exactly, so I don't know what the divergence point would be, but... So to use our criteria for completion. Yes, I do believe I saw the old man. You have been told that the aim for the 001 to grant mortality when worn. This is a cover story. Most people missed that. Oh. Yeah, I do recall the old man portion. Like, and it was like an old man that was ostracized from the village or something. I can't remember the exact details, but I do recall Beniyama's backstory elaboration there being something with an old man in it. Our true goal is to discover how to kill an immortal. Now, after 2,200 years of research, we have determined that the way to truly kill an immortal is to crush all their possibilities. To that end, we have been simulating her death and collecting every conceivable method of murder. Some people initially had the idea to use humans, but that proposal was summarily rejected. To do so would cost over 100,000 lives, and killing so many humans so quickly would soon alert the outside world to the village's existence. Oh, it omits the backstory. Huh. Well, I'm glad I got the detailed version then. Because I do recall that did warm me up to Beniyama a little bit more. Okay, so now I see how they... So they plan to kill you by using a conceptual weapon that literally embodies all possible deaths. That's... I can see how that could work, but conceptually speaking, there's so many ways to die. Like, to account for literally all of them would be an impressive feat. Also explains why people with such different opinions either love her or feel nothing. I mean, I wouldn't say I love Beniyama. I like her character, you know. She is definitely a cool character, but... And she did endear me to her a bit, but I'm not going to go out of my way for her. It's like how... Okay, so they're... It's like how the Black Barrel would work, then. Which I'm wondering if the Black Barrel would work on you, Senpai. Like... Beniyama did endear me to her. I definitely did feel something. I wouldn't say it's a love her situation. I'm sort of, you know, she's a very liked servant. Especially since she helped Mashu. That always gets bonus points. So instead we put the O2 masks on dolls created under the first head of research and use them to simulate and collect different methods of murder. Any concept the O2 mask collects will then be added to the O1 and recorded as a single possibility. Since 001 has recorded every possible way to be killed, it should be able to crush any possibility of an immortal being continuing to live, thereby creating the means to kill an immortal. So please, hurry as fast as you can. We have no time left to waste. Please hurry, so that all of our hard work will not be for naught. P.S. All further research with the first head of research's doll is now prohibited. We have learned that the dolls wearing the masks have a tendency to go berserk and spread curses at an alarming rate. One such curse has also attached itself to Mount Horai anthem tape. Please destroy the tape in question. While this scenario may seem similar to the living dead we were researched at one point, the potential danger is several orders of magnitude greater. Make no mistake, those dolls are filled with contempt for humans. So we have decided to dispose of all the first head of dolls, including the imitation males and virtual females. Some suggest that we use the menial labor dolls in their place. But if those dolls were to go berserk, we would have no means of stopping them. Suffice to say, our long-held wishes ended with an extremely disappointing results. This close to immortality in 2,000 years, even when that wasn't what they wanted. Yeah, that is kind of fun. That is pretty cool that they came close. We recommend leaving this mountain as soon as possible and forgetting everything that took place here. Okay, so all the dolls were destroyed. How did... Zufu obviously imitated us. So I guess she didn't use a doll? But I'm wondering, why would Zufu, like, take on your opposite gender role? Because I'm guessing it's kind of obvious that if you play as the female avatar, we'll use the male avatar for the other you scenario. But so I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe in the diary I'll find out. Her diary answers all. Because of her magecraft. Okay. File 9. Zufu's diary. Jew blank XX. I've been summoned as a servant. It must mean I'm supposed to resume my research here on Mount Horai. So from here on, I'll be keeping a diary. After all, if I'm here, then Lady you must be too. The first thing I'm going to do is see what's become of Mount Horai over the last 2,000-odd years. Jew blank XY. This is amazing. The people I brought here must have been even more talented than I realized. They not only stayed on this mountain for 2,200 years, they've continued our research the whole time. I won't deny that the fruits of their labors have degraded with each passing year, but even so, they managed to come tantalizingly close to our ultimate goal. Unfortunately, it also seems this village died off about 40 years ago. I doubt they went out with any sort of bang. Science has come to dominate the entire world, leaving no more room for secrets to hide. So they must have realized they simply couldn't go on like this any longer, especially since not everyone can live their lives like I did. Even an imitation people, the dolls I created so we could perform our experience without killing real people, are no longer usable. It seems my successors tried hiring new people to carry on experiments on without killing them, but with little in the ways of success. Near the end, their population declined to less than 100 people. Still, they did make it this far over the last 2,000 years, and I'll be damned if I let their achievements go to waste. Okay. I dug up the dolls that were used for the manual labor and freed the ones that had been sealed away. They may act up from time to time, but they're all willing to do what I say, so it only makes sense to use them as pawns. On the side, their faces are huge, huh? Oh, on a different subject, the thing that surprised me most is the historical records said I was a man. I knew I had my share of enemies back in the palace, but I never would have expected them to get back and be like this. That emperor doesn't care if you were a man or a woman. All the emperor cared about was whether you could get the job done. Though, of course, the emperor was more than a little unusual as well. At any rate, history thinking me a man won't have any effect on my abilities to see my plans through, so I won't pay it any more mind. So, I imagine when Zufu does get released as a servant, probably lines for the Mothman. Mothman will probably have lines for her. Both versions of Yu Senpai. Jiang Yu, maybe? And maybe a MASH line. I wonder if she'll have a MASH line. I guess I'll find out more from this diary why she imitated us, and maybe if she, grew a bond with MASH. August the 8th. Someone showed up on the mountain out of nowhere today, even though it's in the process of becoming a singularity. It scared me enough that the first thing I did was use the mask to kill her. Ha! I swear, what was she even doing here? She kind of looked like a mermaid, but I don't think she was. That automatically... Zufu, you just rose up the ranks in my books. August wife. Well happened, other servants have been summoned to the singularity. But while I expected that, I didn't at all expect that one of them would promise to help me. I am sure she has her own goals in mind, but as long as it works out in my favor, that's fine with me. August the Zeeth. And now the other shoe is dropped, she's finally here. It's not exactly surprising, but it is strange to see her look just the same as she did thousands of years ago. She's just as dainty as I remember, and just as strong too. I was so happy to see her I cried a little. Now at last I'll finally have the Immortal Slayer mask in my hands. I have to do this. I'm basically the reason the singularity exists, so it should be well within my means to brainwash servants and use them to do my bidding. I'll also read the Master of Chaldea's memories and transform into him. I'll have to do so as a female version of him, thanks to the whole yin and yang thing, but oh well. Okay, so yin and yang. Okay, so that makes sense. Yin and yang, male and female, or male and female. Same, you know what I mean. So she is the yin to our yang, essentially. Okay, that makes sense now. Here in the singularity, anything I don't like can easily be fudged over with my visual and auditory illusions. Well, that one servant who controls dreams could be a problem, but I'll find a deal with her too eventually. I'm scared of fighting and terrible at it, but I'll do the best I can. The mask is so close to becoming a craft essence capable of killing immortals, I can almost taste it. Will she hate me for this? Will she praise me for it? Either way is fine with me. I didn't come all this way for cheap talk, whether angry, happy, or anything in between. At least, that's what I thought. But at one point, something changed. This also implies that once she's a servant, she'll have a gag where she turns into us with the opposite gender. Can't wait. That would be pretty funny. That would actually be amazing if that was, like, one of the skill animations is turning into us with the opposite gender. Or, like, one of the ascensions. That would be pretty wild. But at one point something changed. Now I want to keep her close by at all times. I want to gaze upon her forever. Most importantly, those feelings she hated so much has tied me down. I could end up losing here. My wish could end up vanishing along with the singularity. But I think I'm okay with that, too. I guess if heaven and hell really do exist, there's no question where I'm headed. The villagers, though, they should be okay. After all, they never killed anyone beside that mud mage, and they were hardly a saint. Then again, I guess having everything disappear into nothingness in the end would be a fitting way for us to go out. August the Double Xth. I need to write this down before I completely lose my mind. I loved her from the bottom of my heart, both platonically and romantically. That's all there was to it. Okay. I kind of guessed that. That should have been enough for me, except it wasn't. From a distance, she hasn't changed at all, but I know her history now. Not long after she and I met, she met a hero by the name of Jiang Yu. Okay, hold up. Time out. So, time out. I looked this up. I specifically looked this up. So, Jiang Yu. Jiang Yu was born in 232 and died in 202. Zufu. Okay, I was looking up a different Zufu. Okay, never mind. I looked up a different Zufu. Okay. Okay. I guess I looked up the wrong Zufu. Okay. So, that does lend more credence to my theory that they did have, at the very least, a one-night thing. Okay. Okay. Part of me was jealous of him, while another part felt relieved. That part was happy to know she found someone she loved, even if they were only together for a short time. Even though there's no other creature on Earth as elegant as her, she still found something everyone has in common. So even if I should fail and this body turns to dust, I won't have any regrets. Our final battle is coming up soon, and only one side can be walking away victorious. So come on, Soul and Chaldea, let's see what you've got. Sorry, that was a lie. I don't really mean it. The truth is, I don't feel any kind of pressure to win. After all, whether I win or they do, I know she'll still be happy, which is why I know I have nothing to fear. Well, I'm still at it. If someone else is reading this diary right now, then it must mean that Chaldea won. So, Soul, if it's you, then I'll ask you here now, please take care of Lady Mayren for me. And Mash, if you're reading this too, then I'd just like to say I'm sorry for everything, but I really did enjoy the time we spent together. Aww. So Zufu did find a friend in Mashu. Still annoyed she took away my Mashu time, but you know, if it means Mashu gets another friend, then I can be somewhat okay with it. Oh, did not mean to click that. So Mashu gained another friend. Zufu... Okay. Yeah. Zufu has risen up the ranks of, like, servants. Yeah, I can see her being served for friendship. So, she imitated us originally to keep close to you, Senpai. To monitor her / stalker. And then she ended up developing an actual friendship with Mashu. Okay. You know, I'm actually fine with that. I'm actually fine that she developed a friendship with Mashu. She's her friend again. Yeah, I'll be fine with that, honestly. I guess what I'm saying is, Zufu, you've earned your way onto my summon list. So when Zufu drops, I will be going for her summoning. Hopefully she's not a 5-star servant, because that'll hurt my wallet probably. But that's fine. Actually, no, it would be after the pity system, so you know, it still might hurt my wallet. She'll be our Kohai. Another Kohai, I'm not gonna go too far, you know. 3-star, her battle sprite was silver. True. Could still be a story banner exclusive, which would suck. But I'll wait for her to actually come out, some possible story development with her, before I place her anywhere on the waifu rankings. I'll wait until then. Because she's not summonable yet, so. Granted, that didn't stop Adele from making it into the B tier, so. Some time later. Well, sounds like you had a blast. How do we not remember any of that shit? I'm sorry, you were dead, so... Aw, Jalter died. You think I'm that easy to kill? Oh, well, maybe. From everything you've said, it sounds like that Singularity would have been a real bad match for me. I think I would have managed fine, but I could see myself getting lost in a dream. And that's exactly what I did, so I was right then. At any rate, I'm glad you completed your investigation successfully. You know, I'm fine with that, as long as I can have an Adele Ascension separate. Most of the other servants either died or were imprisoned by Kiara or Abby. What happened to Shisho? Skaha, you know. I wonder what happened with her. She definitely doesn't seem... Actually, I could see her being lost in an endless dream. The Valkyries didn't. So the Valkyries didn't die, nor were they trapped in a dream, because Ortland also saw through the illusion a little bit. So that's why Ortland is there. Ortland is up there, you know. I don't think that Mandrakarbros was an illusion, because he actually had some story significance as well. So what about your hubby? He ditched you or what? Alter. There are some things it's just not polite to ask about, no matter how much you want to know. We're doing a shit job of pretending not to care, Miss High and Mighty. Let's just say things between us are the same as ever. So that's how a mature woman handles these things. And that is the whole story, Lady Osaka Hime. Sounds like things are pretty tied tough over there. Not that I had to worry about them myself, since I've been shut up in here this whole time. Is that kind of bad thing not in its own right? I couldn't help it, no matter what I did. All the hopes and dreams I had for my draft just never seemed to come true. I told her truthfully over and over. You'll never finish in time for this summer Singularity like that, you know. But Batty still ended up running behind with her latest draft again. But that aside, you say I fought a fake version of Master at one point. I don't remember that at all, but I'm glad she at least turned out to be a fake. Not that there is anything good about fakes, of course. Since they're personified lies, you deserve nothing more than a fiery death. You are hardly the only one. The imposter had us all fooled. At any rate, I'm a little cross about how I have no summer camp memories with Master. At this point, I think my only choice to make some is to have someone create another summer vacation singularity. Ah, summer, the season where fair-hearted maidens wish to spend romantic nights with the object of her affections. And by a night, I specifically mean at least one Googleplex worth of nights. Googleplex! Oh, that is a word I've not heard in an age. Oh, Googleplex. That brings back memories of childhood. Memories of where I tried to convince my best friend that a Googleplex was technically a bigger number than infinity because infinity wasn't a number. Man, I'm happy. You know what? I am very happy that Googleplex has been mentioned. Oh, that's good. I'm happy. I'm very happy about that. A Googleplex worth of nights? Is that a long time? It's a universe worth of zeros, I believe. Well, a Google falls by 100 zeros. A Googleplex is a Google times itself, so yeah, it's a ridiculously long time. Hey, Kyo, you ever think you might just be a little bit too attached to Machan? Not at all. I think it's a wonderfully romantic expression of love. Oh, speaking of Rome antics, have you seen that new Roman guy yet? I guess you mean Lord Romulus, the young one. Oh. So there's a younger one too, not just the one with rock-hard abs. If that gold just scored an armor of any indication, it's no wonder Rome became so famous. We citizens of Japan certainly do not have anything so ostentatious. Oh, I don't know. It did used to be known that the golden land of Zhengpao at one point. Yatta, combo. Oh no. One unbroken string of expert parries leading into a friendship legality. For a special mood with friendship and love in the name, it seems much more focused on unadulterated hostility. I guess it does, but anyway, I win. Yes, good for you, Batty. Now, what about the camp? Master did miss having you around, Lady Osaka-Behime. He did. Did he now? He did, especially when we were all playing video games together. He just wanted another player? I'm joking. Still, that does motivate you, yes? Alright, I'm not gonna stop playing games, but I am gonna change to one that's all about getting into shape. Once I've slimmed down a bit with that, then I'll go hang out with Machan. Honestly, Osaka-Behime, you are pretty slim in this ascension, it looks like. I know that maybe you're chilling for me, but are you sure a video game is really going to help you get into shape? It's just like I always say, nothing beats burning, whether it's romance or calories. I'm just reassuring myself, you're not one of those people who likes to put the dye in diet, are you? Why, yes I am, and you know I would never lie. There has to be a better way to lose weight. I wonder what a good fitness game would be in VR. Why are you looking at me like that? I like that they have a friendship there. And that is the long and short of it. Gotcha. Sounds like the other versions of us went through hell of a time. So this William guy shot someone he never should have, huh? That's rough. No wonder he had a breakdown. You see, this other me liked to submit and lick shoes, Now that is truly the ultimate oppression. Nonetheless, this nightmare of mine was just that, a nightmare. Now that I'm awake, it has no power to oppress than a glass figurine. Glass figurines can be pretty oppressing. For Berserker, you got a real poetic side to you. The day my nightmare was about failing due to lack of funds and connections, But so what, it's all just an illusion. Dreaming big is all well and good, but it ain't my nature to leave my dreams unfulfilled. Changing the kind of dreams others would love to have into reality is how you change the world. So I'm gonna make them happen and change the world no matter what it takes. Chasing one's dreams is indeed all well and good, Columbus, but be warned. If I should find you oppressing others in the course of pursuing your dreams, I will gladly do all I can to rebel against them. Hang on. Changing the kind of dreams others would love to have into reality is how you change the world. That is surprisingly insightful, Columbus. That is surprisingly insightful of Columbus to say. For a, not really gag character, but more of a more negative connotations brought to light character, I guess? That is kind of insightful. Make me oppress others. Don't be ridiculous. Besides, I've got God guiding my way most of my endeavors, I don't even know what oppression or immoral behavior looks like, so how could I do it myself? Plus, again, this is old things, but I still don't like the fact that Columbus had such a turn all the way back in Agartha. Like, the fact that some of the servants were already mistrustful, excuse me, of Columbus when he had his amnesia. Like, I don't know why he did such a turn there. I feel like that was a bit of poor writing to have him do such a random 180 turn just because he got his memories back or whatever. He was actually turning out to be a very good character in the Agarthan Singularity until that point. Then again, the Agarthan Singularity is one of the weakest points of writing. You know. Yeah, I mean, he's got some weird expressions, I will admit. Some of his expressions are weird. And if they play up to the more negative aspects of his historical side, that is, like, a bit off. But, like, as far as characters goes, if you don't focus on his negative historical aspects that they include in the game, he's actually a fairly solid character, I would say. Especially since, yeah, like you said, he's not special as far as history goes. We have much, much worse in Chaldea. I guess it must just be because it's a very hot topic, you know, in the modern day and age. That might be why the dislike for him is so prevalent, just because it is a modern hot topic, you know? Well, now, is that so? Sure is. Damn, that was close. I nearly got myself labeled as an oppressor. His oppressor status is currently at 89%. Should it rise to 90, that's when I'll begin my rebellion. There we go. See, this kind of gag stuff. This is good. Spartacus also, I like Spartacus. Spartacus is a bro, and he definitely, like, the Apocrypha event pushed Spartacus to bro status, and then the Lost Belt, where he let us use a command seal on him. That was peak Spartacus character. Man, those two are both hanging on by a thread, aren't they? Is there a reason all three of you went so silent all of a sudden? Come to think of it, Prince of Lunling, have you seen Yume Rin at all since you got back? No, I haven't. Given everything I said last time, well, I'm too embarrassed to show my face around her now. Shame is but temporary oppression. Liberate yourself from its yoke. Let Dark Lawn free once more. Yes! Show us more Dark Lawn. Yeah. I mean, I do feel like Fate has a way of separating their historical connotations as well. Like, I'm pretty sure Fate Ozzy is nowhere near as bad as historical Ozzy it was. Like, just based on the various bits we've gotten with regards to Noah and Nefertiti, I believe, I don't think that Fate Ozzy was anywhere near as bad as IRL Ozzy. And so we have returned. Now is the time to celebrate our king's triumph. Wow, what an amazing adventure you all had. So, what did you do while that was going on, Mordred? The fact that we brief all the servants with transcripts of all the events is great. His profile still mentions that, you know. What exactly is that? The Red Sea or the Plague? Well, all I know is that at some point I started having this crazy awesome dream. Apparently it was all completely crock or some shit, but who cares? Oh, come on, Mordred, this is no laughing matter. With Moses? Oh, that's what I meant. No. Why did I say no when I meant Moses? Duh. You're Knight of the Round Table. You should have resisted that lie with honor, like they... Oh. Gareth, the most pure Knight of the Round Table. I can't wait till Gareth gets his summer version, because that'll be funny, I imagine. Just seeing her lose herself to the summer madness. How about it, ass faces? Say something. No. We got nothing. Quit harmonizing. Ah, beautiful knights in shining beachwear. Ah, knights who met their death in dreams and... who met their end in death and dreams alike. Now that you are awake, all is well once again. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day. Yeah, that's what it is. She's saying, don't you guys just, like, not say anything. You guys were also trapped in a dream, essentially. I'm not happy about this, not one bit. Oh, I don't know. I think there's cause to be happy here. Oh yeah, and why is that? We now know that even if we should face a foe we Knights of the Round Table cannot simply overcome, Chaldea will still emerge triumphantly in the end. We can now rest assured in the knowledge that our comrades from other lands and worlds have proven to be just as committed to this fight as we are. That is both encouraging and a source of pride for us all. Indeed, Sir Lancelot speaks the truth. Still shame that we haven't gotten Gawain's summer outfit, because that would be hilarious, you know? I like how, like, they carried over the sort of art style for just his abdominal muscles. Just, like, the totally different art style. We have comrades here we can trust to watch our backs, even if they are not fellow Knights of the Round Table. That is just as true in the tavern as it is in the battlefield. That gives our sword arm strength regardless of what matter predicament we may find ourselves in. As such, there is nothing we need fear regardless of what may happen to us. Gotta hand it to these guys, they're not complete dumbasses all the time. Again, though, kind of is a shame that Mo doesn't have abs. You know? Just because carrying around all that armor all the time, you would think, but... But of course, a true knight must be as chivalrous and wise as they are adept in the battlefield, Mordred. Which is why they might serve you well to spend less time at the beach and more time at the library. What was that? Okay, that's enough. I, for one, don't want to get in trouble for fighting in the cafeteria again. Then allow me to lighten the mood by singing a song. By all means, Sir Tristan. Are you ready, Phantom? Then let's begin. I like that Phantom actually has some friends. Okay, we're going now. Bye-bye, Adelante. Come on, Lily, let's be on our way. I'm surprised you're all handling this so well. I don't know when I'll be able to sleep without a nightlight again. Oh, Jeanne d'Arc, Alter Santa, Lily Lancer. Don't worry. We all worship you, Long Shanta. She who equalizes. The great equalizer is here. In this event. Briefly, but the great equalizer is here. She who equalized all. The Long Shanta. Don't worry, it's okay. If any monsters show up, we'll just dismember them. I guess the fact that we really are fine after everything happened is one of our greatest strengths. I suppose I have Brothers Grimm to thank for that, for better and for worse. I'm completely exhausted. I do enjoy playing with children, but it's also a lot of hard work. In fact, I think that energetic children may be even more frightening than ghosts or zombies. Tell me about it. Sure, you did a wonderful job entertaining them as well. Thank you. Aw, Mayor Carbro. Good job, man. Don't mention it. Could I ask for your assistance in the next playdate as well? Are you serious? Very. Honestly, I really am freaking exhausted, but it was also a lot of fun, and I can't let them down if they're depending on me. Alright, I'll be there. Yay! Mayor Carbro finding friends in Chaldea beyond us. No, maybe, don't get me wrong. I'm happy with Mayor Carbro, but he needs to branch out more, you know? He's got Kentucky and that group as friends now. He's gonna be a play friend to the kid servants. Good. Incidentally, you should know there are other children's playmates who would have joined us if they had not been otherwise indisposed. Like you. What's up? Oh, you're the new guy, huh, Mayor Cairo? Hey! He's got more pals! Interesting that Achilles is here. I mean, I guess Paris. So... Actually, no, Paris hates him, so I'm not sure why Achilles is here. I can see Europa. Somewhat see Shiro, but I can't... Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it hard, I can't really see Achilles. I'm Achilles, the invincible hero of legend. Glad to meet ya. I'm Shiro, the hand teacher. It would be wonderful to have the assistant during class. Oh my, oh me, oh my. Aren't you just a darling child? There's a good boy. Would you like candy? Requesting a transfer ASAP. Okay, I guess... Does this mean he has the memories of Atlantis? Because that'd be hilarious. I get the gag there. He's actually a good big brother. I'm sure I'm glad to be back. That mission was really tough. You don't say. Is that so? Aw. Chloe's probably jealous that Ilya got another form, and Miu is probably angry she didn't get to spend time with Ilya. What's going on? Why do you two sound upset? Probably because they just finished listening to you tell them all about your once-in-a-materialization summer vacation. Vacation? I was frightened out of my wits the whole time. Don't give me that. I would have given anything to be snuggling up with Master as we solved a singularity together. Snuggling? I wasn't snuggling anyone, Kuro. He remembers nothing about Atlantis, really. Would you please stop standing up and waving your wand around, Miu? Wait, you're waving it at me? Why? I searched for you all over there, but I never managed to find you. I think it's because Ruby never responded to any of the messages I had Sapphire sent out. Now you've got to pay. I already told you, our communications were jammed. We couldn't contact anybody. Would you children please be quiet if you can? Oh, hi, Abigail-senpai. Senpai? That's right, senpai. She's just accepting it now. She's right, you know. This singularity was a lot for a child to handle. And it's better for all of you that you stayed out of it like you should have. What's with this girl? She looks the same age as us. But she's so grown up. In that sense, I suppose you could say Ilya's even climbed the staircase of adulthood to herself now. You think, I guess, or I hope so. Maybe you have the staircase now, Ilya, but you're barely halfway up the first step. Suffice to say, you've still got a long, long way to go up. A long, long way. I know that. You don't have to tell me. Oh, speaking of the staircase to adulthood, I wonder where Sessiana is now. After we came back to get together, I believe she was punished somehow. Good. I had to get my spirit origin sealed away too, so I'm only at half power right now. But I must say, it was very strange. She seemed so happy about her punishment, it was almost creepy. Wonder why that is. Beats me. I don't care. She's something else. Covering time? Nope. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the singularity, enjoy your summer stint in the mountain. Stop that, Lord Anderson, you're embarrassing me. We may not have been part of this latest array shift, but we are told your contributions were enough to make any other servant proud. The fact that Chaldea finally got colors and Abby and she who shall not be named is crazy that it took this long. I mean, isn't this This is a different Abby than the one we have in Chaldea, then. It has to be. Because the Abby we have in our Chaldea, like the Abigail we canonically summon, has no memories of the Salem singularity and isn't really aware of her role as an priestess of the outer god. So then this Abby is the Salem Abby. Okay. Okay. Cool. You know, I'm happy with that. Salem Abby is definitely deserving of some more screen time. You know, definitely. We just need, what's-her-face to be a... Luvia? No. Lavina. That's the name, Lavina. We just need Lavina to be summonable so that they can be friends again. I don't know about that. I had to depend on my movie knowledge as much more than I did my storytelling skills. I mean, the whole singularity would have never been resolved without the efforts of everyone else who reshifted there with me. I see. On a different note, may I ask what has become of your swimsuit? Oh, that, well, I thought it might not be the most, appropriate attire with which to walk around Chaldea. Oh, but perhaps my literary girl outfit would be another story. Well, now that sounds fascinating. Wait, so I almost forgot. Could I ask you something, Lord Anderson? Lavina is going to be Abby's Nobukatsu. I could see it. I could definitely see it. Lavina being Abby's Nobukatsu. Nobukatsu's early next year, right? Because I remember looking forwards. The only new events remaining this year should be the Imaginary Scramble. It's this year? I thought it was Imaginary Scramble, Santa Carna, and then whatever event adds that one ruler servant that everybody's like wild. Oh, and Lost Belt 5.5, I guess. So Lost Belt 5.5, Imaginary Scramble, Santa Carna, and whatever adds that ruler servant everybody is wild about. I don't know her name or whatever, but she's a very Buster ruler. Buster. I said Buster ruler, not Busty, but Buster ruler. What is it? Do you remember? Really, is that another thing? People are, I mean, you know, to each their own. I will not shame people. I will not shame people. Yes, completely under lock and key, please. In fact, get buried in the second archive, please. What are you happy about? Lost too, huh? Damn it, of all the luck, I just can't sit around then, can I? I don't mind dying like a dog out here by myself, but I can't do that with a child around. Alright, if you don't have anywhere else to go, then come with me. If you all you need is a roof over your head. I know a place with plenty of rooms to spare. Super hot and happens to cater to many fetishes. I mean, I don't really know much about her, so I can't really say one way or the other than the fact that she is a Buster ruler, but that's all I really know about her. Seriously, the way I didn't think twice about going along with that servant. It wasn't until later that I learned he was the most eminent storybook authors that had been summoned to the singularity as his young adult self. I don't know where my identity is. I am only honest and I wish I'd had ever since my real childhood. At least the 1000th person to ask me that, but alright, I'll have some ideas of how to go about it. I was too proud to write sequels of any of my hit stories back when I was still alive. But now that I'm a rootless servant, I suppose I could make one child's dream come true. Began to write. Fancy writing desk, private study. Ham-fisted villainy. That's one way to put your actions. Your true goal. I guess I don't really see how a sequel could... Okay, so I don't see how a sequel to The Little Mermaid as written by Hans Christian Andersen could be done. Like, I seriously don't see how that could be a sequel. I guess she got her wish. Dang it, Hans. Why couldn't you have been more of a pushover? Yeah, it is a sad way. She, like, disappears into sea foam at the end. But Hans, why do you have to be such a pushover, man? Don't give her what she wants. Doing that once already led to some very bad results. Who knows what this is gonna do? Great, now we get to see her being happy. But I don't want to skip just in case there's more. Good gracious. You met an adult version of me. And you see he was writing in a decrepit old building, no less. Yes, that's right, which is why I simply had to ask. Tell me, Lord Anderson, would you be able to write in such an environment? Huh, who do you think I am? You're talking to the man who continuously bemoaned the state of the world and is said to have died at any moment. He was sure to die any moment, even as he ultimately ended up living to the ripe old age of 70. Even if that other version of me had been motivated to do so... I could have never gotten any writing done in such an overwhelmingly hospitable environment, you moron. Wait, what did that say? Tucked inside the book's blank pages? was a single small bookmark with the following message. Sorry, I just couldn't write it. Yes! Thank you, Anderson! Thank you, Anderson! Yes! Well done, man. Well done. Okay, Anderson. Okay. Alright, Anderson. You... Well done, Anderson. Well done. Yeah, I kind of skipped through a little bit too fast to see what the bookmark actually said. I saw at least coming soon, I think, but... Oh? I say, Anderson, am I imagining things, or did you hear faint echoes of someone cursing your name, too? Couldn't write it for many reasons. Sorry. Of course it's your imagination. Chills on my spine, absurd. What incredible confidence, but I don't believe him about the chills. Only thing I'm afraid of is readers telling me to do my face that they want to read a sequel. Besides, when you're a writer, people are going to gossip about you no matter what, right? So you can't pay attention to endless rumors. Those kind of groundless musings, mirages, if you will, can be a writer's downfall. Well done, Anderson. Thank you for doing that, man. The ultimate spite. Oh, Anderson, man. You made all the times that I had to accidentally glimpse at her sprite worth it with that monumental burn. That and Mash calling her Lily's mom were peak insults to her. Thank you, Anderson. Thank you so much. So the summer dream has come to an end. Now that the nightmare is over, all that remains is the reality of tomorrow. The situation may have been a bit more of a hassle than expected, but now that it's over, all's well that ends well. Still a sequel to The Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, Can't say I'm not intrigued. But I know better than to ask for the impossible. Now then, since our paths have crossed like this, why don't we take the opportunity to enjoy a cup of coffee? Who are you talking with, Dante's? Consulting with Avenger moment. Like always. Lord Jiangyu! Hello, beloved. You arrived 5 minutes earlier than I'd calculated. Of course I did. Every good woman knows to be ready 5 minutes ahead of schedule. When did you get here, Lord Jiangyu? 2.5 hours ago, according to the simulator log. That long? Does that mean I've been making you wait for 2.5 hours? Please pay no mind. I was simply taking in the sea while I focused on looking over your records. My records? Indeed. Oh, he only ever has coffee with us. I thought that he was, like, talking to Abby there for some reason, you know. Just because I feel like Abby's the one that interfered with Dante's work. Things did go better without me around. As I'd calculated, there was never any doubt that I would pore over your records as well. There wasn't. Calculations drive everything. Even before this latest incident began, they told me that you would be standing here today, and they were right. They were, weren't they? But nonetheless, I was worried I may have made a mistake somewhere, or that perhaps an unknown variable might have worked its way into the scenario. Oh, is it? I honestly don't recall. Honestly, I don't recall. Very early FGO theming. Okay. I mean, Dante's is a bro, so I could see having coffee with Dante's. I could see it. So ease my concerns. I went over the records countless times to check and recheck my calculations. You did? Fortunately, my calculations returned identical results every time, thereby proving themselves correct. But even so... Oh, Lord Jiangyu, you were really worried about me, weren't you? No, I was not. All I did was repeat my calculations. There was no room for any of my personal feelings to factor into the equation. You're wrong, I made up my mind. I decided that my precious Lord Jiangyu was worried about me. And I'll be damned if I let some calculations change my mind. Is that so? Yeah, it is. Lord Jiangyu, now that we're here together, I'd like you to watch me dance. Just like you used to watch over me long ago. Of course. Bathed in rays of light from the virtual sun, the immortal butterfly danced on the sandy shore. And as she dances, she thinks. She thinks about how eventually this scene, this moment, will fade away like so much mist. She knows that unless she wishes for eternal oblivion, she will always be left behind, outside the axis of time. Though her former friend Zufu thought that would be a terrible fate, the butterfly has made her peace with it. Her perception of the present is already vague and ambiguous, and her past and future were both to be equal parts beautiful and awful. But even so, records of her deeds continue to be woven. proclaiming that on this day I was here, my virtual self, dancing under a virtual sky. You senpai. I'm very happy that she was so prevalent in this event. Very, very happy. She is definitely a high favorited servant. She's a very liked servant. And she is now permanently in my Chaldea. Surprisingly, I was put in an unbelievable situation this time. Hey, what's with that look? Are you trying to say that I caused all this? Mm-hmm. For sure. I'm not taking any responsibility for something that happened way in the past. My memory has only so much space and it prioritizes my Xiangyu. Anyway, now we can fully enjoy our summer vacation in the mountains. I'm going to go all out, so you're going to support me in the name of senpai piety. Got that? Of course, you senpai. Of course. And all the profile stuff, nothing really super new that we haven't already done. Only thing I want her to do is change how she... I wonder if that... Is this last thing about Zufu? So, does she not like being referred to as Lady Yume Ren, then? And we have a bunch of things complete. Bunch of missions completed. We can go ahead and start claiming. This unlocks Servant Summer Camp 2, Part 1 of 2. And then I kind of want to hear Abby's lines though, because she started to sing a song there, and that was kind of adorable. Abby, you're too young to offer that. She like sung the little pancake song there briefly. 30 free quests in the daytime unlocks Hey, Are We Lost in the Woods? She's older than us. Well, even still, the 1,000-year-old lolly thing does not work with me. No. Okay. So, Servant Summer Camp 2, Part 1 of 2 is available here. That is the start of the epilogue. And we have Hey, Are We Lost in the Woods? There's also all of the nighttime versions of the free quests, but I'm not going to worry about those now. I'm going to farm those off stream. I'm going to try and get as much of the post-game stuff done now, if I can. Hopefully it won't take too long. So let's start the epilogue here, at the very least. I'm going to start the epilogue at the least and see what is all unlocked and what is restricted by other missions being done. Somewhat creepy image. To this day, it's not entirely clear just what sort of creature he was. The demonic beast that appeared in the Singularity was probably devilish in nature, and yet he possessed a cunning others of his kind did not. Cunning enough to look down upon humans, the supposed kings of all primates, and hold them in contempt. As such, his goal in acquiring a fragment of Zufu's broken mask was to make use of the power of death that still dwelled inside. Zifu was gone. But by stealing death from her mask, a change befell the world. It was a faint, imperceptible change. But for the devil who no longer had a place in the modern world, it couldn't have been more precious. The devil had been watching the heroic spirit's plight all along, biding his time for the very moment when he could finally put one over on them. Uh-oh. See, what did I tell ya? It's real. That's an ascension. That's a very interesting ascension, Murasaki. Might not be strong, but I'll put up a bounded field. It's... Excuse me, it's a reference to a visual novel. I don't recognize the reference. Damn, it got away. Still, at least we know it's somewhere on this mountain. I can't believe there was another Holy Grail here. Ooh, you shouldn't be too surprised. Remember how these mountains are like the classic symbol of yin and yang. One reason this minute singularity turned out to be such a pain is because the three servants we had to face all had different goals in mind. And the other reason is because there were 2 Holy Grails responsible for its formation. I don't see Katawa Shoujo in this. Yeah, I don't see Katawa Shoujo in this. And trust me, I know Katawa Shoujo. I know Katawa Shoujo. I've debated, when if I eventually ever start streaming visual novels, that Katawa Shoujo would be the first visual novel I stream, because it is the first visual novel I ever played. Okay. Oh, was it? Hey, Andy, welcome to the stream. That is probably going to be coming to an end here soon. Happy things. Okay, so I'm looking at her now. I'm going to take a real look at her. Okay. I don't really see it in this design. You keep getting kicked from Minecraft? Really? Like, have you not been able to get on at all, Andy? If so, we'll have to talk about that after stream, but, like, have you not been able to get on at all? That's weird. I'm not seeing... maybe some references with the arm covered in bandages, the glasses, and the hair, maybe? Some references, but... I don't know, maybe I have to see the full art of her to get any more. Of course, I should have realized that when we acquired the first Holy Grail. In addition to the yin and yang factor, horror movies often tease sequels that may never even be made. Have you tried allocating more RAM to whatever launcher you're using, Andy? This trope usually shows the villain coming back to life in the final scene, however implausible it may be. And I forgot all about it. Still, now that his new villain has been exposed, all we need to do is take care of it. That, and Andy, if you can give me your last chords, I can check to make sure there's not, like, a bunch of things causing lag around where you last logged on. Because that is another possibility. Yeah, she looks in really bad shape. I know what you're thinking, Soul. What I suggest you let it go. Bandages and eye patch are the rite of passage for everyone has to go through eventually. Looks like he knows what he's talking about. Where's Yume Ren? I couldn't bring myself to ask for her help again, since she was so overjoyed to be reunited with Lord Jiangyu. I cannot but notice that neither Lord Sigurd nor Lady Brynhild are here either. We'll just have to take a creature down ourselves then. Fortunately, we should be more than equal to the task. There it is. I can sense where it is. There, it's over there. Alright then, let's go get this last summer homework assignment out of the way. Yeah, I'd suggest maybe trying to allocate more RAM to it, and if you have them, telling me your chords so that way I can see about going to where you last logged in to make sure nothing is there crashing you. That, or I could possibly TP you out of there. So, the continuation battles. Is there any unlock requirement for them? Maybe. Okay, I can just do all the continuation battles here, it looks like. Do I want to do all those right now, though? So I'm actually going to check. When does this event end this coming Monday? That is the question. So, not this. I need the exact time this event ends. Not the summon, banner. The event. Okay. So it ends 8/1 at 20:59 Pacific Standard Time. 8/1 is Monday. So, very, very, very technically speaking, Monday's stream could be Fate, and I could get all of the epilogue stuff done on Monday's stream. Very, very technically speaking here. I think that might end up being what I do. In that case, Andy, do you want me to just TP you to spawn to 0/0 maybe? See if that works. Like, you try to log on and I try and TP you and see if that helps. But we'll discuss that later. But so if this ends, I might be able to get this all done on Monday, the whole epilogue thing, because there is a lot of in-between farming I still have to do. Like, I have to do all the nighttime quests at least once, amongst other things, so... Okay, before I fully call the stream, though, there is one thing I wanted to see. Who is currently on Raid Up? Is this a chance to get Summer Ilya? No. No Summer Ilya chances, so I will not be burning some tickets here. Instead, I think I will be calling the stream here for tonight. Yeah. I think I'm going to call the stream here. I will take care of getting most of the missions able to be cleared in between this and next. And if the event ends up being in the hours remaining come Sunday, I will do a Sunday stream for this. But otherwise, Monday will be the true finale of this summer event. In the meantime, though, while I'm going to do the farming, I have a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to play. And I very much look forward to playing more of that game, so that's going to be fun. I'm also going to have to check to see exactly how Murasaki relates to Katawa Shoujo a little bit more in depth, because I love that visual novel, and I really want to draw those connections there. But anyways, I'm getting off track. For now, I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is excuse me. Burp interrupted my outro. There's plenty of content for you to enjoy. But once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. And good luck on any remaining summer roles that you may or may not have. And hopefully you all get the event done like I will. Bye-bye.